Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Nan, and this is Silky Intuitive. Okay, we're back, and we do want to talk about our couple again. Since I'm taking a couple of psychic mental health days here, as I gaze out my bedroom window, all I see is this beautiful stream of light coming into the window, which is that last gasp of sunshine for us here in the States for probably close to a week. They are predicting snow for the next week. Now I think they're kind of under predicting things with this on and off things. They're saying right now 6 inches accumulation, but from the looks of it, it's wanting to snow every day in the next week. So the next time you hear from me, I may be living in an igloo. I'm not sure because then they're talking 30 degrees below zero. And here in this old drafty building, I may turn into the instead of the high priestess, I might be the ice priestess. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I've been drawn to do a different kind of reading this morning. Now, let me tell you something about the way my day has gone. Basically peaceful. I had a large cancellation this morning because an email did not arrive. I was supposed to do a reading for one of you today, and I never received an email with that person's topic of meditation, and so I can't complete an order unless I at least have your birth sign. Now, it's fate. So, honey, don't worry about it. When there are delays like that, it's all about fate. And fate plays a part in everything we're doing now. If you watch this channel, you are also walking a similar path. Now, guys, I watched a live reading session last night through and I'm gonna throw it out there, guys. Forgive me if I'm offending anybody, but through Astrolata, the Peace Dealer. My darling Michael, hi honey. How you doing, baby? You know what? I love you. You are one sick son of a bitch. You are one crazy individual. And I love you so much. Oh my God, you're my brother from another mother, honey. I just adore you. So, I wanted to make mention, you brought it to the forefront last night for me, though. And that's why I'm going to talk about this here and now. Because not only did you hit it point on what we're going through right now, but another charming, lovely young lady came through with messages this morning. Her channel, and again, forgive me, sweetheart, for mentioning you if you're offended by this, but her channel is Moonlight Scorpio, and she is crazy in tune, and her messages are brilliant. And so I encourage you to please go and watch her also. And a lot of you already know Michael. God, Michael, you just kill me. And the young lady, forgive me, I can't remember your name. Let us know again. I need your name. Because there is some serious information coming out of that young woman. And I think everybody needs to check her out. Again, her channel is Moonlight Scorpio. You know what? I'm not tech savvy enough to even find her link and bring it over to you. So just Google it in. You're going to find her. She is magnificent. Okay, now we want to talk about you. Now, actually, while I was watching this young lady's Capricorn video, which I am a Capricorn sun, and I am dealing right now on a personal level with a Capricorn male who actually, okay, all right. You guys know, I have an appreciation for everyone, for all sexes, but this guy just makes the hetero side of me do cartwheels, boy. And I know there's a chance he might see this too. Don't get scared about that. Just means I love everyone equally. But I've been searching for answers, the right way to undergo this situation with this. And I've been telling a story around an emperor and an empress. And so we're going to continue this story today, because I think it's relevant for all of us. Now, the message that came through for me from these other brilliant readers and intuitives is who both have absolutely sick abilities, guys, just absolutely crazy abilities. That we're bringing in our kindred spirits. They're arriving every day. Those of you watching this, for the most part, you guys know who I'm talking to. You know what you're doing, and you know your part in this mystical path that we're all walking together. It's as if our kindred spirits have found the right road. It's Main Street. And we're all walking down this kindred path, joining one another and holding hands. We're all joining hands together on a collective level. But it's all bringing us to a place where we're meeting our kindred souls on a collective, as a group, individually within ourselves, and with that perfect partner. Because what Spirit wants for us, more than anything, is to find that ideal kindred soul, that kindred spirit that we are going to walk through life with. And so, even though, as symbolic as they have been in the past couple of weeks in these readings, the Emperor and the Empress, to me, more and more become real. I do know of a situation like this, and I've said it before, and I do see this situation developing for someone that I am aware of, someone's situation that I know. But more and more, the more I look at this on a collective level, this really is not an individual fantasy. And the more letters, the more emails I receive from you guys simply tell me that this is a path that people are walking. They're letting it be known more and more that this is the way that their lives are moving to. Now, that was a long opening, so let's get into this reading. I'm being guided, number one. I pulled out a classic set of my bicycle playing cards. We're going to take energies from this deck first. For some reason, Spirit wants me to get almost like a blank slate on how this is developing. I've also, and I'll get to this, I've also chosen, not quite by accident, the Death card, the Rebirth, flew out of the deck at me. And the Lovers, I've been drawn to pick this card for, probably a week now, to represent now our couple. That's where they're going. That's where we're placing them. And the Lovers, more than anything, talks about making that choice, making that divine choice to move in a direction where there may be complications and there could be repercussions on some level, because you may have two completely different souls in this capacity joining together. So we've got this choice, and it can be a risky choice for some of us making as we enter this, as we enter onto this path to bring us closer to that kindred soul. This is what we're drawing out. The first card that came off of the Archangel's deck kind of did a tumbling number out of the deck. The Ten of Clubs. It's about growth. But it would be on the level of the Ten of Wands. We've been, some of us, been kind of encumbered by the things we've experienced in our lives. And some of it has become so heavy that we have no choice anymore but to put down what has become laborious, intensively heavy in our lives. I don't see that our couple is feeling any different, because they are walking the same path that many of us are. Some of us are walking a path to a more secure feeling in life. This is equivalent, the Four of Diamonds, to what would be the Four of Pentacles, maybe, in the traditional tarot. In which case, this is us holding on to a belief, holding on to a feeling, holding on to something that makes us feel more secure, holding on to our money, even out of a sense of greed. But we're being reborn out of those patterns. So we're being reborn out of the things that stress us, the things that weigh us down. It's connected to the death, the rebirth, that reemergence, coming up out of that very dark place and into that place where we're free of the burden and free of the need to hold on. Because sometimes Spirit is just telling us, let go, let go. Do you see how this phoenix is rising up out of the fire? That's what Spirit is telling us to do now. This is what your energy. And when I say Spirit, let me clarify this for those people who say, what do you mean by Spirit? Spirit is whatever energy pulls you along. It's wherever you put your faith, whether it's in an entity or in a god or a goddess, whether it is in your own inner strength. That is where Spirit lies for you. Wherever that strength is for you, that is what you're holding on to. And that's what Spirit is saying, time to release and go with it now. Because some of this is energy that we've harnessed, energies that we've kept down, kept secret. And sometimes those secrets, the secret that you're carrying, the energy of a karmic rebirth, people might look at you like you're a little bit freaking nuts. But if you're here, you've already experienced people looking at you like you've just grown a second head. Yep, that's the way people look at some of you, but we know that you are about to rise up, and you're gathering with other like souls. And that's the exciting part about what is transforming on a soul karmic level for you guys. I'm very happy for you all. And me too, by the way. We have the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Cups. This is through acts of love. Now, I have got the energy of our couple now, but I'm trying to keep it more on a collective level if I can. But now we know that this rising up, this coming up out of a place of maybe burden, maybe of having to hold on to something very tightly. Through acts of love, we're going to be freed. Through the sharing and the receiving of love, we're going to rise up. We're going to experience that rebirth. I think I want to get one more on this. The Jack of Clubs, he is really, he's the man, you know. He's the delivery of the desire, the passion. So if you're dealing with manifesting your rebirth through creative levels, creative means, music, art, any kind of project at all, which brings the greater good to your environment, to your community, to the world in itself, and you're meeting this person on that path. He's the guy that delivers the desire. And so you're going to have this karmic connection that you're meeting along this path. And this karmic connection is going to give great clarity to what it is that you really want. What it really is that you want to make your destiny, because this is about your destiny. The rebirth is about your destiny. The choice as you make as a couple with this new lover's energy that you're bringing into your life, it's an embracing of what it is that you desire to. Some of us have forgotten about our desire, but we're being faced with it now. Because we're at that gateway now, some of us, where we're meeting this, and I don't want to say soulmate. I hate that phrase. I use it, but Jesus, I don't really care for it, because in this situation, I mean, your brother can be your soulmate. Somebody that plays third base on your softball team can be your soulmate. We're not even talking, and flame is kind of a loose term that we are throwing around out there, I think a little too much. The twin flame experience, guys, is not all that much fun. I've been there. I know it. I know it. I know it. For some of you, you're going to know what I'm talking about here, because for a second, while I'm shuffling the next deck, I want to talk to you for just a minute about that twin flame thing. I was in a false flame situation. In fact, I've been in 2 of them. Maybe 3. On close examination. A lot of us have. Because we're out there searching for the ideal person. And what happens is we attach to absolutely the wrong person. Because they come our way. Simply because they cross our path. And we've passed through those relationships. We've passed through those karmic connections, and now we're meeting up. Some of us have already done this. Some of us have already passed on to the next level with our kindred spirit, with our kindred soul, our kindred love connection. Love connection. Where's Chuck Woolery when you need him? Some of you are old enough to remember who the F Chuck Woolery was. But, listen, what that means is we're meeting now. our souls are coming together. We're having this reunion on many levels. Some of us, we are beginning at the very first stages of the friendship, the reunion of an old friendship, or a meeting of somebody new, but you know you have that kind of karmic soul connection, that karmic past life thing where you know it feels like, you know, that deja vu, but not really. They give you a sense that we've had this conversation before, but not really. There's like a very mystical kind of feeling around it. So if you've passed through those false flames, Spirit is now taking that person, that right one, and putting them blam, right in your path. He's being set in front of you. She's being set in front of you. If you're a gay man, this is the soulmate, the one who you can connect with on every level. If you are one of my many lesbian or bisexual trans friends, you guys, this is the ideal one. If you're walking this path and you know it, this person is being set, boom, right in your path. You cannot ignore this energy coming for you. And so, this is my twin flame explanation. Been there, done that. False flames. If you are involved with a false flame at this time, listen guys, those are relationships that need to fall away. Nobody needs to be hurt, because honestly, that false flame has either run the hell away from you by now, or they're just about ready to say goodbye in one way or another. They're detaching. They're falling away because they know they have to. Because they're not only clearing a karmic path for themselves, but they're clearing one for you as well. And so, as we enter this gateway, being drawn to that karmic entity that waits for us at the end of the path, because I think our mates were meeting people along the way and we're all being drawn in like this. But when you reach the end of your path is where that ideal soul is, right there, and you'll know it. So many of you guys, and I have a friend out there, Sherry Honey, you have met your green rock, okay? You have met your green ball, and don't make a joke. You have met. You have met the perfect match, right? Am I not right? Okay, you have met him. So, this is the path we're walking. We're all going to be lucky like my girl. So, there it is. We know that much. Now, let's take some tarot on this situation because Grandma is long-winded today. Oh, and by the way, the retreat. Okay, so since we are about to experience some sort of crazy-ass snow system passing through my home, I'm not going anywhere. I am safe at home. I have food, I have water, and as long as nobody turns off their water completely, my pipes won't freeze. So, I'm good. I have you guys as long as I have internet through it all. And so, even though, and I am letting you know for the next 48 hours, at least, Grandma is taking some time off. And my baby, Clara, Grandma loves you. I know Mommies may have you watching today. Grandma loves you, but I can't see you this weekend because Frosty the Snowman has other ideas. Now, this is my retreat card. And as soon as I made the decision to take the next couple of days off and just kind of be good to myself and eat good and maybe visit with a neighbor or two if I can, if they show up. If they show up on the street, I'm going to freeze my butt off in a snowstorm, but I'll be running over to say hello if I see you. And let's take a look, because as I said, we will be meeting our kindred spirits on the road, just like I said. And who knows? Maybe I'll meet my kindred spirit on the road too. So anyway, I'm thinking what this reading is all about is this is a discussion. This is a discussion. I just had 2 cards that just went crazy, took flight across the room. 3 cards. Okay. These are going to be our first 3 cards. The Princess of Swords, opening up communication. And isn't that what it's all about right now? The Four of Swords, just like I said. Okay, we're in retreat mode. Whoever is doing this over the next, what did I say? 48, maybe 48 hours, maybe 3 days, 2.5 days, maybe. Take the time to disconnect from the world if you can. This is about us right now, finding the essential time to be with ourselves. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with who you are, with what you want, with who you want. Connect. Not face to face unless that gorgeous face shows up in the road and you just must have to reach out and touch it. If that happens, go right ahead. It's part of the connecting process. Reach out and touch that person if they are available. Absolutely. Make it part of this peaceful time of reflection, this retreat. Make it a part of what you do. Because this time, this retreat time for some of us coming up over the next few days or whenever it is that you can possibly schedule it for yourself, is going to be incredibly important, not only with attaching to what it is that you want, but attaching to what it is that the other person is moving towards and desiring also. Because again, remember, you may be aware of what it is that you are manifesting, but the other person may not be there yet. They may not have enlightened just yet on their true path. And the Seven of Wands, it's about facing the fear, facing the struggle, but coming out on top. Valor. And you know what? I really have to say, this is overcoming it. And so many of you, that's what this transformative retreat is really all about. It's overcoming what it is that's getting in our way. The struggles that face us, that keep us from moving this true path and meeting this true partner along the way. About joining souls. It's what it's all about. It's about the joining of the souls. But some of us, Before we can do that, need to retreat. Need to even call a truce with someone. If you're having issues, personality conflicts with someone, and you need to break away, this is the time to do it. If this is your partner, that perfect person, that big green ball in your path, well, you know what? Even we have to break away from the green balls. No jokes. All right, a few jokes. Go ahead. Let loose. Sometimes we have to break away and retreat from what it is that we are trying to manifest into our lives. Even the green balls. Whatever that means. The Queen of Pentacles. So she kind of hangs out. She is holding in place in this retreat period because she's certain. See, she is assured of what it is that she has accomplished and what it is that she's working towards now. She has confidence and she can face whatever fear she's facing, because you see this woman, she faces this beautiful goat, this horned Capricorn symbol that is looking her down. So she is well in tuned with her inner spirit. If you are an earth sign or contemplating an earth sign on this path, you are going to meet face to face on this path. I'm a Capricorn. I am so excited because you may have already met your perfect match, and that perfect match may just be the very stable, very able, very certain, commanding, absolutely, Capricorn, king or queen, it doesn't matter. But that person may just be smack dab in your path. Now we have a card called Indolence here. It's the Eight of Cups. Now, to me, the Eight of Cups is leaving disappointment behind. Isn't that what we're trying to do right now, my friends? Are we not trying to leave, some of us, the past behind? Forgive me. I need more space. Okay. So isn't that what we're doing right now? Disposing of the old to make room for the new. This person is gazing at a full moon. This is completions. It's also about new beginnings, because we know that right after the full moon, we start a new phase. So we leave behind past disappointments, especially where love is concerned, where our feelings have been wrapped up, where our emotions have been completely involved. It's part of the burden that we start here with. And the Princess of Swords brings clarity in how to walk this new path, this new enlightenment. It's enlightenment on the truth that brings us to a rebirth. For a lot of you, it's facing the truth within. It's facing the inner fear. But what some of you really don't see is that you have the ability to face the fear and become one with that has frightened you. And it frees you. It frees you. The fear is an outside source. It doesn't exist. It's something that perpetuates only in your mind. Once you're over the fear, you can leave the old disappointment behind. And by the way, we are still reflecting on our couple. I'm glad this message is coming out more on the collective. Okie dokie. So, on the path, we find the star. We find the star. And for some of you, I'm going to be honest. For some of you, it's public recognition. For some of you, it is accomplishing the stardom, if that's what it is that you're manifesting on your path. But know that on that path, you're also going to meet your green ball. Okay? Just know, he's in your way now. See, right there. The green ball is in your way. You're going to meet him on this path to whatever it is that you're wishing to manifest into your life. Whether it's stardom, public recognition, even accomplishment, promotion at work. It's achieving the success, the acknowledgement for what you do, being the star in your own life, being a rock star in your own life. Because that's what's necessary while we're manifesting all of this heartbreak. This is just unbelievable what some of you are bringing in right now. Because the unbelievable agony that some of you have been through in the past is just, it's unrecognizable. We have the Five of Cups here. We're coming out of those patterns of disappointment, you guys. Those are old issues that this retreat that some of us are starting, like, as soon as the camera goes off, but I might be back for you guys. This retreat you're taking is letting the Eight of Cups go. The Five of Cups go, because listen to this, guys. You take the Eight of Cups, okay? You subtract 5 of those cups, and what have you got left? You've got 3 cups of disappointment. These are the things that are waiting to be let go of. The High Priestess uses this retreat time to go within. Blessedly go within. Search for the truth. If you are not intuitively inclined, in general, you sure as hell will be during this retreat. This time that you're meant to take to get in touch with what it is that you really want to manifest. Because what we're doing here, more importantly than anything, on this walk that so many of us are taking right now, what we're manifesting on the level of the High Priestess is a higher spiritual love, a higher spiritual relationship, whether you're spiritually inclined or not. It really speaks more to the nature, the healing nature of the relationship itself. You may never utter a religious word to one another ever in life, but this person is your green ball. They are your spiritual connection. Whether you know it or not, you will feel it every day because of the love, the harmonious security that this person displays in your life every day. Okay. I'm being led to the Sokolis. Let's take a few of these cute little miniature ones. These may talk a little bit more about the romantic aspects of your retreat. And like I said, if I decide to put a video up at 2 in the morning, it's because it's because I'm being drawn to do another reading. You know what's crazy? I fell asleep last night at 9 o'clock, and usually my natural alarm goes off at 3 in the morning, like clockwork. And I'll stay up for 3-4 hours, and then I'll nap for, a half an hour, and then I'll go back to it. I slept last night. I fell asleep a little after, no, it was a little after 10, I think, and I fell asleep with the TV on, which I never do. And I woke up at 8:30 this morning. It was as if I didn't even think I moved last night. That is so unlike me. So I'm going to try to do that again tonight because it felt really good. So here we go. And this is part of that retreat phase. Sleep. Because your dreams are going to be incredibly important. And I think that was part of what I went through this morning myself, was because I think I had a dream last night. And as an intuitive, I don't know why I don't absorb my dreams. I have a blockage. I don't remember my dreams. Not anymore. I used to. But I don't remember my dreams. Ever since I became increasingly aware of my ability here, I stopped remembering my dreams. And so I look for a different source for my messages mostly. Music gets me in touch with messages. I love classical music. I love Prince and David Bowie and Sinatra. So I get in touch in a lot of different ways, musically, artistically. Gauguin, Renoir, Van Gogh, and Starry, Starry Night. Don McLean. So use those moments to get in touch. If you have difficulties in other areas, play a lot of music, but more than anything, detach from social media. It has become so damaging to us. So I don't even answer on social media, very little. It's one of the reasons why I've turned off the comment section on my YouTube channel. I don't engage in foolishness anymore. It's why I spend very little time on Facebook. It's why I spend very little time on Twitter. I never go on Twitter. I have one or two friends that I will occasionally address on Twitter. They are faraway friends. They're significant in my life, but I will not engage in battle with anyone on social media on any level. I don't like it. There's a lot of hateful people out there. So let's take just a few here with the Sikoli Tarot. We'll put a close on this reading for us, guys. Yes, we will. The Five of Coins. For me, that's about detaching. That's about detaching and getting in touch with what it is that you really want. Even though it can talk about feeling left out, I don't think so. I think this is about you purposely restricting yourself from the elements around you that can be harmful. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. Brings action. Brings sweetness and delights and little pink flying pigs. These two cards are a little bit cutesy for me. I'm not sure about them. but we do have the world. I do like the energy. So we're pulling in really good, clear downloads coming to you during this period of reflection and retreat. This talks about opening up your mind to a world of possibilities. The downloads for some of you are going to come at you incredibly fast. Keep a diary next to you. So when these downloads do come to you, and they'll be almost like in impulses, keep track of them if you can. We have here, now we have our Emperor here. Now, just know, whether you know it or not, this Emperor in the Empress's life, he is also taking a retreat weekend to get in touch with his spirit. He is, for some odd reason, also receiving a download this weekend that tells him, whether he knows it's from you or not, you are reaching out to your green ball here, cosmically, karmically, through thought impulses, through downloads, and you're bringing that element into your retreat process, whether they're with you or not, whether they are only with you in spirit, they are also experiencing this download with you if you are an Empress and you're taking time to retreat. Whenever this retreat time happens for you, look who's here. The Empress. Now, we're going to put these two together. So for some of you, this is the manifestation of the Emperor and the Empress into your life. I have never been so sure of anything in my life. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You know what, guys? The more I talk this situation out, the more I see clearly that whoever this is resonating for, whatever handful of you this is reaching and really touching, this is the number 9. I want to look at this. I want to look at the meaning of this, because the definition of this is a little bit cloudy. It's the number 9 card. I know that. I just want to look at something here. Oh, is there a book? Oh, here it is. Because this deck of cards can have a bit of a skewed reading. They have taken this deck and changed up the reading on these cards a little bit. And we've got the Knight of Clubs. The Knight of Clubs or the Knight of Wands. The Knight. Gathering resources. Biding your time with self-discipline. Okay. This is another message that says if you can detach from the news cycles that they are bombarding us with these days, with the glorification of Cheetolini. Okay? Detach from the negative string of news feed that's glorifying an incredibly harmful negative energy. That's my opinion. Detach from all of that negative downloading. Or actually, that is uploading. That is not downloading. That is the upload of information. Negative information that is being saturated into our news feed. Time to detach from that negative energy. Let's bide our time. Let's, again, detach from Facebook, Twitter, FaceTime, Skype, all of that crap that keeps us looped in the Twitter machine, bye-bye for at least a period of retreat. This is about you. This is about you in manifestation with another soul. That is, whether they know it or not, or whether you realize it or not, they are in the same phase of retreat and manifestation that you are. They are another hungry soul looking for yours. The Six of Wands. Okay. Moving forward. The sixes are always about movement. But this is moving more to a place to accomplish, moving to a heart space. It's not about actual movement for you, I don't think. It may be about change. It may be about changing your path of desires. Changing the direction, changing the way you look at things, changing the way that you do things, being successful in the things that you're wanting to accomplish. Forgive me. I'm waiting for an important message. My phone is dying, so... Okay, where is that? Pardon me. Alright, that's just... Yep, that's what I needed to see. Okay, back to you. See, it's that kind of stuff. I'm turning my phone off. Once this last appointment concludes, I'm finished. I am absolutely finished. I'm finished with that person, for sure. My ex. Recognition, moving away from what does not serve us with success. So for some of you, this is saying that this manifestation retreat that you're about to undergo is going to be a brand new beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It's the establishment. Oh, I got an itch. It's the establishment of our secured foundation, of what brings us to this new beginning. This retreat is going to bring us to a brand new start. This is a new deck, guys. It's the Spirit Messages from John Holland. I just got this. I had never seen it before. And I've never used it before. I'm going to use it today. First, we have the support card. It says, people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on. Did we not talk about this? Did I talk about this? Yes. Some people are not meant to be your destiny. Those people, those are the false flames that we need to let go of. Okay, this says, some you learn from and then they move on, while others return, often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Thank you, John Holland. The ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors, and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. I'm reading that at a weird angle, and there's a glare on the card. But what this is saying is, during this time of retreat, this is like your retreat instructions from whoever is giving me this message. that you need to maybe get in contact with some ancestral forms, parents, if they were positive energies on your life. Go to them. If they weren't, we're trying to keep that energy gone. Don't call on past ancestral connections that were negative forces. Let's move into the positive. Maybe the grandparents, maybe aunts, uncles, friends that have passed over, other energies that are on the other side that can help to guide you on a more spiritual path. It says here to believe. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. These are all messages, considerations that during this time of retreat, during this time of disconnection, and coming deeper into a soul-mind connection with this karmic destiny that I've got out here in the form of the Lovers. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. Believe it in what you are actually believing. This is meant to be. The animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you, and that will open your heart and soul. Have a talk with your dog. If there are birds outside of your window, listen for the messages that you're sending you. If an odd creature crosses your path out of the clear blue, like the other day I was sitting here, I was looking out my window, and two big, beautiful deer came up out of my neighbor's yard and went running across the street for the field that's behind my house. And it was a miraculous thing. They were so gorgeous and free, and I was terrified for them because this little street of mine can get kind of crazy sometimes with the driving. So they were, thankfully, quite safe, and they got to move to their habitat behind my house. But what a lovely thing to see. But then you have to ask yourself, what energy does that animal person, that animal creature, because we're all connected to animals in some way or another, what energy does that animal sighting bring to my circumstance? So reach out and connect to that. Now, before I leave you, this has been a long one, guys, but before I leave you, I think these are the ones that want to come. We want some romance angels, oracles to close this reading out. Have a happy retreat, you guys. I will too, if I see you again, and I might. It may be as soon as tonight because I might get bored without my news TV, but I am cutting it down. I'm a politics junkie, but I have to detach, and I love the politician in my life. I love all of you. The recent arrivals into my life are my political spirits. You are my equals, and you know that because you're watching me now, some of you. So, if you are one of my political junkies, honey, my darling, detach, let go of some of that. It's time to come down to more earthly subjects: love, life, romance, sex, connecting on some level to this new spirit arriving in your life. And our first romance oracle is getting to know each other, right? How about it, this new energy coming in? We're going to get in touch with that person's spirit energy. This is getting to know one another. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And this is on a spiritual and a physical level. At some point, for this pair, and I never, ever use this Sakoli deck. I never use it. They were here side by side. There are no mistakes, my friends. There are no mistakes. We have heart-to-heart conversations. I'm so happy for you too. At some point, and it may not be during this period, but the expectation is there that you will have many lovely, lovely conversations during this courtship. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So, while we're having these heartfelt conversations, truths will be told, but they will be told with an acceptance and understanding from your new partner. Oh, goody, we like this. This is flirt. And you know what? Since some of us have not gotten to that first element of the physical part, but you know this person is there. You know that they are occupying your heart. You know that their presence is there for you. The flirt card said, it's okay. It's okay. They're okay with you touching their hand or their cheek or fixing that little bit of hair on the top of their head that's out of place, or straightening his tie, or letting her know that she has a piece of fuzz on her shoulder. It's all safe. We're all in a safety zone with the human touch with this person, with that slight flirtation, that wink of an eye, the glance, the deep sigh when they speak, the one that you know that they picked up on. This is all right. It's part of the safety zone of that first step moving forward with this person. And even though we started this series with baby steps, you know, all of this courting, all of the slow-moving energy that this Queen of Pentacles brings with her, it's expected. It's expected. We're in a courting process with this right now. So, if you want to reach out to me for an appointment for next week, go right ahead. My computer's going to be on. I will be, doing orders and other such things over the course of the weekend. I will be honoring those appointments. Go ahead and make them invoices. I'll be taking care of those things. I'm not actually doing any physical work. I have nothing scheduled. And that's why this weekend is my soul retreat. And until I meet you guys again at the next reading, it may still come this weekend. Go ahead, check out my website, book an appointment, that's fine. Go ahead and check out my Vimeo energy readings if you want. Those are there for you. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And those that you love, have a beautiful, splendid, glorious retreat. And peace.